Talk to us about what you are calling for today.
Absolutely. Yeah, we're absolutely calling for that 1% wealth tax on all these billionaires, especially Jeff Bezos. It's a shame that half the country is unemployed right now, 40 million people out of work. You have another abundance of millions that are going to be facing evictions. And these billionaires control all the wealth and power. So we're calling for a wealth tax. We're calling for a decent pay, living wage. $15 an hour is not enough. You know, it's not fair as an essential worker that we're trickling all these trillions of dollars for these companies, and we're not receiving anything on the back end. We want it up front. So $30,000 minimum, free child care for parents, Medicare for all. That's one thing that these companies should provide as well. And PPE, personal protective equipment at all times. Our demands just continue to grow as we continue to deal with this pandemic.
Now, we did reach out to Amazon for a statement. A spokesperson didn't immediately respond to a request for comment. But watching these images on social media, I mean, they're quite dramatic. It looks like you pulled a guillotine in front of Bezos' house. Why do you feel that is necessary to get his attention?
It's a statement. You know, these are workers that I've flown in today. There's some that came all the way from Jacksonville, Florida, some from California, some from Ohio, all over the country, Milwaukee, New York, New Jersey. We all came here because we want to continue to advocate on what we've been advocating when I got terminated back in March. Nothing has changed. So we want to let people know the truth, the reality of the situation. That prop, the guillotine, it's just to show that we are coming and we are not giving up in our fight. It's not to kill somebody physically. It's a statement. It's a statement as we want to make sure that we get a tax implemented with the Congress, with these politicians that we put in office. It's a way of applying pressure from different angles, and it's a direct statement from the working class. We want to make sure that the rich understand that if we're working for you as essential workers and you're not taking care of us, we're coming for you, and we're going to try to continue to fight for that.
You were on the show just minutes after you got fired, which was on the end of another protest that you were leading. You've been certainly outspoken about workers' rights and the experience of Amazon workers in the warehouses. Things seem to have slowed down since then, but I'm curious what's gone on between then and now, since the early days when COVID was really bad and really having a dire impact on the warehouses. What have we sort of missed since then?
Well, obviously that's what happens when, with the media, you have a large surge in the beginning and then things just seem to trickle and fade away. And Amazon has the ability to buy up a lot of media and PR campaigns. I've seen it. I know everybody has witnessed all these ads that's been coming out in commercials in direct response to what I've done. That's how they drown out the noise. That's a part of their smear campaign that also was a part of their leaked memo that came out about me. This is that people have to realize the $4 billion that Amazon kept claiming that they're using to protect workers. It wasn't to use to protect workers. It was used to spin the media and direct the public in their opinion that's positive for the company and Jeff Bezos. But that's not the reality of the situation. This is the reason why throughout the last 5 months, I've still been active, organizing with workers, talking to workers from all over the country, and speaking out about these issues so that we stay relevant and stay on top of the fact that we're not protected. I'm still getting emails every single day from workers telling me their horrible experiences from Amazon, how Amazon has done some horrible things to working people. We're talking about disputing unemployment claims, single mothers of 3 kids. I had to appoint an attorney to fight against this juggernaut company because they came for back unemployment pay in the middle of a pandemic. These are stories that people don't know about, and that this rich man in the world, the man that makes $13 billion a day, is doing to working class people. It's a shame, and we're not going to stop until we demand and get better.
Now, in 2018, when Amazon increased the minimum wage to $15, Jeff Bezos said, "We listened to our critics, thought hard about what we wanted to do, and decided we want to lead. We're excited about this change and encourage our competitors and other large employers to join us." You're standing in front of his house. What would you say to Jeff Bezos directly if you had an opportunity to speak to him face to face?
Absolutely. He's not fooling anybody. Jeff is not fooling anybody. The $15 an hour, yes, they did raise it, but they also took away the fact that we were shareholders at one point, the workers. When I came in with the company, I was making $12.75. So the $15 is an extra $3. In 2020, we're talking about 5 years later. That's ridiculous. There's no way we're going to fall for that tactic. They gave us $15 an hour, but they took away our monthly bonuses. They took away our VCP, and they took away our stocks. We had to buy into our shares after that. So they give it and they take it. The same thing you've seen throughout the duration of the pandemic. They gave us $2 hero pay, and they took it away on June 30th. And this pandemic is still going. We got to remember, we're still in the midst of this pandemic. It hasn't gone anywhere. These cases are still rising in these buildings, even though they're not getting as much media attention. We still work hand in hand with Jonna Jump, who's been keeping track. And these cases have grown to almost 3,000 cases nationwide. So for you, sir, Jeff Bezos, we're telling you right now, here and now, that we will not stop advocating. We're going to continue speaking truth to power. We're going to continue fighting for our demands. And if you don't want to give it to us, we will take it one way or another. We're going to continue advocating for it together. Collective is never going to be Amazon versus Chris Smalls. It's going to be Amazon versus the people, and that is all of us. And today was a demonstration of different type of people from all different backgrounds speaking up on their stories and their experiences in life, and not just with Amazon, with all essential workers.